Hey, what's up, YouTube? This your boy Bed3200, aka Mr. Antisocial, and we back with another video today. We're gonna check out and react to when cops arrest the wrong person. Hey y'all, grab y'all L's. I got me a little half of what I'm still smoking on, but y'all go ahead, fire up, and we gonna check out this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Cops have little to no room for error in their job, having to deal with life or death situations daily. But what happens when the cops mess up and accidentally arrest the wrong person?
Hey, yo, that's some bullshit. Get up, put your hands on the car.
Starting with the controversial case of Patrick Mumford. Patrick was just getting back home when two officers confronted him, claiming there were warrants out for his arrest. What the cops didn't realize, though, is that the warrants were for a completely different man, but this didn't seem to bother them.
What's your name? I'm going to ask you one more time. We probably need to talk to you. So, what's your name? Patrick. Stand up. Turn around, put your hands in the car. What happened?
Patrick is justifiably nervous here after suddenly being confronted by multiple police officers, but still
Yeah, he looked nervous, don't he? he looked nervous as hell. I ain't even gonna hold you. I would be too though. He pulled in his driveway, and you could tell main man was in his driveway, and he wasn't even in the driver's seat. Look, he in the passenger side. He in the passenger side. They roll up on him like that.
manages to give the cops his name. However, they decide that they don't believe him, and instead of asking for an ID or trying to confirm his identity in any way, they immediately decide to do this instead.
What'd he do? Oh, they try to put. He got a warrant, dude.
I got taser. You coming out? You coming out? Come out. Get your hands out now. You got 3 seconds. Hold on, man. 3 seconds. Do not reach. Get up. Put your hands on the car.
But why he just say get out?
Come out.
He should have just got out. He tried to grab something.
Move.
They go tasey. Look, they go tasey.
Come out.
They go tasey.
You better get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Just get out the car, bro. You drunk. They go make him tase you. Bro, you drunk. Oh, popped him. There you go. Get him.
It took just 38 seconds from
Hey, yo, you say that he was shaking like he had a seizure. He was all like, like, bro, come on, you ain't had to do all that. All you had to do was get out of the car. If you do it, wasn't you. He was gonna get you anyway. They had you surrounded. You ain't had no way to run. You was gonna go anyway. Why you do all that?
the police making first contact to giving the
Bro,
order to
scattered.
tase him. According to the cops, Patrick was given numerous reasonable opportunities to comply with officers.
He
but
did.
because
He
of his
definitely
resistance,
did.
They were left with no choice but to stun him. But even after being tased and detained, the cops still aren't finished roughing Patrick up.
Something's going on, man. Just stop him, man. He keeps reaching for his back.
What you got? A pistol on you? You got something on you?
Quit.
All you had to do was get out of the car. If you do it, wasn't you. He was gonna get you anyway. They had you surrounded. You ain't had no way to run. You was gonna go anyway. Why you do all that?
From the police making first contact to giving the
Bro,
order to
scattered.
tase him. According to the cops, Patrick was given numerous reasonable opportunities to comply with officers.
He
but
did.
because
He
of his
definitely
resistance,
did.
They were left with no choice but to stun him. But even after being tased and detained, the cops still aren't finished roughing Patrick up.
Something's going on, man. Just stop him, man. He keeps reaching for his back.
What you got? A pistol on you? You got something on you?
Quit.
After this video, your life is never going to be the same. So I need you to stop whatever you're doing and give me your undivided attention.
Quit resisting. I got it, guys. Search whatever he's going for.
The cops search Patrick to try and find whatever he was reaching for, assuming he was hiding a weapon of his own. But predictably, they find nothing other than his wallet. This would end up being a blessing for Patrick, though, as inside his wallet, the cops found his ID.
I just seen this fucking lady.
Patrick Mumford.
That lady not gonna tell me that I got a warrant. I just seen her.
Here's the deal, dude.
How long I had a warrant?
I don't know if you got a warrant. because you're not who I'm looking for. But here's the deal: when we ask
Nah,
you for
come
ID,
on.
because you look
All that,
a
no.
lot like the person we're looking for, you give us ID. And when you start this whole fighting nonsense, dude, all you had to do is give me this.
That's all you had to do, bro. You was too
Remember,
scared.
the cops never once asked for Patrick's ID during the initial
didn't.
interaction.
They
In
didn't.
the later report, the cops also stated that they were worried he was reaching for a weapon when he was shuffling back in the car. So, do you think they would have been okay with him reaching into his back pocket?
He didn't ask, but first, all right. So let me explain something to y'all. We all dealing with the police. In a situation like that, he said straight up, when they was on the tussle joint, he was like, I think you got a warrant. I think you got a warrant. All he had to do was say, bro, my ID in my back pocket. I just came from the parole officer. She said I was cool. I don't know what's going on. And that could have de-escalated the situation, possibly. But he was trying to jump all in the back seat, get away, and all that. Just that and the third, like he was trying to resist too much. So I could see why I went a little far. But as far as, you know what I mean, him not asking for the ID, he was wrong for that. But like, come on, bro, you ain't had to do all that. Like it wasn't.
For his wallet, he wasn't given any
Wasn't
chance
necessary.
to correctly identify himself, but now the cop is patronizing him and saying he caught a case he didn't need to get. And above all, he's still being manhandled and forced onto the hood of their patrol vehicle.
What's the guy name?
Is there someone here to stay here that looks like you? Think about it.
Hey, Jack. Guess what he's looking for?
Tell him. Who does he look a lot like? He knows who it is. Michael?
He is not Mike.
Okay, I know that now.
Yes! Really? They don't even look nothing alike?
Oh, they said the lady. Oh, come on. The lady said, "Come on, what's going
For the
on, y'all?
record, this is the man they're looking for. It's difficult to
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Come on, y'all. Hold on. The lady came out and was like, "Who are they looking for? My son?" Let me go back for y'all. She said, "Who y'all looking for? My son?" She said, "Who they looking for? My son?" Y'all don't even look anything alike.
Who does he look a lot like? He knows who it is.
Even a person like, I don't know who. Who is it?
Michael?
He is not Mike.
He was like, you heard the reaction of he is not Michael. Like, come on, really?
Now?
Yes!
Look, they with a lady. Look, oh, they thought it was my son? Really? They don't even look nothing. Come on, man. Come on, man. They said they look exactly alike.
For the record, this is the man they're looking for. It's difficult to draw even a single similarity in appearance, but the cops apparently saw so many that they were comfortable with discharging a weapon at Patrick. Patrick was initially charged.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you why I believe they stopped this bull. Because he was black. He fit the description. They probably was around the same height, around the same build, and it looked like him. To them, we all look alike. Look who's arresting him. And I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not biased. I'm not racist. But just look who's arresting him. To us, we all look alike. They just were trying to be sure.
With obstruction and violating probation, and was fixed to lose his job and position at college. Thankfully, though, an internal investigation was launched into the 4 officers on the scene, and it was concluded that they didn't follow proper procedure. All 4 of the officers were suspended, and Patrick was awarded with a settlement of $100,000. But David Wiggins' story doesn't
he got
have
some
such
bread
a
out
happy
of it.
ending. He was pulled over and forced out of his vehicle with not so much as a second thought from the police, but they failed to realize he too was the completely wrong guy.
Hands out the window! Take
Come
your hand
on.
up
And they got the wrong guy again.
on the ground. Did you just run for me? okay? All right.
Don't tell me this the
David
same.
was put
They
into
looking for the
cuffs
same
and
person.
left on the ground at gunpoint after cops mistook him for a suspect. Apparently, the guy they were looking for had just fled them in a similar car with a similar
Oh, wow,
license
it's
plate,
a different
and the
person.
cops pulled David over, assuming it was the same vehicle. It's an understandable mistake, but realistically, the cops should have double-checked the plate as soon as they lost line of sight. Instead, they decided to wait until David was on the ground, handcuffed, and at gunpoint before even attempting to confirm he was their guy.
I was going home. I did not win, I swear.
Since you give me that tag.
Contact to a 2016 Dodge Challenger, last name Green. It's not a Hammer. It's clear.
This ain't even him. Yeah, you good. You're good. That's scary. You got almost the same tag, same car. He must have passed you going through. You good? All right. You have a good one, okay? I'm sorry about that.
David was offered little other than an apology for the whole ordeal and was sent on his way after being correctly identified as the wrong guy. But that wasn't enough for David, and in July of 2023,
That's right.
he decided to file a lawsuit against the city of Marion,
Right.
claiming gross negligence, civil assault, battery, and false imprisonment. In the complaint, David alleges that he was forced to endure 3 minutes handcuffed on the ground with a gun to his head,
Right.
not knowing if the next second would be his last.
His last.
He also
Yeah.
notes that the apology
fear for
was
my
a
life.
mockery. As of this video's upload,
No,
the
she
case is
said
still
was sorry.
ongoing. However, when this cop in Florida was faced with the same situation, he managed to show exactly how you should handle it.
I'm not trying to get shot over this.
Do you really think we want to be out here killing people?
A deputy in Volusia County was looking for a burglar when he stumbled upon Joseph Griffin, a man who he said perfectly matched the description.
There is a burglary that happened. You kind of fit the description. Let me just make sure that you're not him, okay? All right.
I'm a vet. I have my ID.
Okay. Can I see your ID? Yeah. You literally, they said white tank top, black shorts, and they said that you had a beard. All right. So I'm not saying it's you. But it was a
White
black
tank
man.
top, black
Yeah,
shorts,
not
said he had a
you,
beard.
buddy.
This cop is obviously aware of how difficult this very interaction can be, especially if it turns out he's not who he's looking for. So he approaches him politely and attempts to resolve the situation rather than escalate it.
Just bear with me, okay? Because you fit the description. I'm not saying you're guilty, but my sergeant's telling me to detain you. That's my sergeant.
I got you. I just had a daughter born 2 days ago, so I just have this online.
It's live. Do you mind setting it down here? Because for now I'm gonna detain you, but you're not under arrest. I'm detaining you right now because you fit the description, okay? Just hang tight for me, okay, buddy?
Joseph respectfully informs the cop that he's live streaming the interaction for his own safety before being detained. He's also told that he's not under arrest and not being charged with anything. They just don't want to give him the opportunity to run should he end up being the suspect.
We're not saying it's you, but you fit the description. That's why I'm detaining you. If it's not you, we're gonna cut you loose and you're free to go, okay? But I just want you to see through us why,
7 cop cars, so hey, everything going on is just a little bit scary.
Yep. This is it was a burglary.
Don't pull me over.
It's a burglary. It's serious.
Jogging
It's not
down
a
the
joke.
street. These guys that are getting ready to go home, and we're coming in, so that's why you have so many.
The cops are doing their best to put Joseph at ease, but you can still imagine how stressful of a situation this would be. He's doing a good job at
Yeah,
staying
they
respectful
seem
and
like
composed,
everybody
but you
seem
can
like it's
definitely still
cool.
tell he's on edge.
We appreciate you being very cooperative. Other people would just.
I'm not trying to get shot over this.
You ain't gonna get. Seriously, do you really think we want to be out here killing people? Do you honestly think that? Like I said, brother, I've been in the same boat.
After just 10 minutes of waiting, they hear back from the witness who had just received a picture of Joseph.
So good news for you. The witness is saying that it's the clothes you're wearing and all that doesn't fit the description. It's called a show up. So we got a picture. Again, he's gonna run it through, make sure it's not you. And from what it looks like, buddy, you'll be out of here, okay?
A show-up is a method of identification where a witness is presented with a single suspect and simply asked if that's their guy. It's also worth mentioning that when looking for a suspect at large, police will only receive a quick rundown of the suspect's appearance. Adding extra details can create confusion and even
Right.
cause cops
That's
to let
crazy
the
because
perpetrators know if they miss something small.
that's
This is
crazy
why
because I got grabbed on one of
the
those
description
before.
may seem
I
vague.
got grabbed on one of those before, and somebody, I honestly, like on some real, like I was in a trap and I was tagging up in the trap, and I came out. I had the whole load on me. It was like probably like a half a rack. I came out. I'm walking to the block, and while I was in the trap, it was crazy because I was in the bathroom. I was in the bathroom putting it together, and I heard the shots around the corner. So I ain't think nothing of it. I'm like, damn, somebody just got chopped on. Finished what I was doing, boom. I lay the trap. I'm walking to the block. I go to the block. I walk past all these cops, and I'm just like, oh, they still out here. Somebody got hit. So I keep my head down, keep walking to the block. I gotta put the work up. I get to the block. I get to the block, but the cops is behind me now. But the undies drive down the strip, ride past me. They see me. I had braids, had my hair out in the fro. They ride past. I guess I must have fit the description. They stopped. I seen them. They threw they. I was like, in my head, I'm like, they throw their reverse lights on. I'm gone, cause they look dead at me. So soon as they threw their reverse light on, man, I turned around and I broke. But I'm running back towards all the police. Once I run past all the police, one of the cops like tried to actually jump in my way and stop me. I run past him, run up the little block. They on my ass. So I run through the alleyway and toss the work. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. No, that's a whole different time. We gonna go back. I came up the block and I ran in an apartment building. I'm sorry, this is the story. I swear to God, I ran up in an apartment building that was on the block. Once I got to the top floor, I knew somebody in the apartment building. I threw the work out the window and closed it. They was behind me. They couldn't get through the doors of the first doors of the apartment building. I ran up there and I hid in somebody's apartment. I knocked on the door, hid in somebody's apartment bathroom. They came up there, got me out the bathroom. Took me down to the car. They brought somebody to the car and was like, was it him? I don't even know what's going on. I'm in the car. They like, was it him? I'm like, no. They like, you sure? They like, no. So the sergeant or whoever pull him over to the side. I'm like, yo, he said it wasn't me. Let me go up out of here. I'm so nervous. I don't want them to find the work and associate the work to me. I'm trying to get up out of there. I'm like, yo, get me up out of here. Like, let me go. He said it wasn't me. He like, bring him back. He brought him back. He was like, look at him. You sure that's not him? He was like, yeah, that's him. And they took me down to the station for that. I got down to the station and they finally was like, all right, it ain't you. But we found all these drugs on the roof. I'm like, yo, that wasn't mine. I'm like, I was in an apartment. I was up in the bathroom. They came in the bathroom and got me. I'm like, that wasn't, I ain't. They were like, well, why you run? I'm like, because I was scared. But that's what they did to him. Now they're going to bring the lady to identify him.
And leads to false positives, just like this one is starting to look like.
What's your name, man? Joseph. Joseph, hey man, listen, Jake. Just want to say thank you for keeping a cool, good demeanor. We just got the picture finally from the witness, and I get why they went out with you for sure. Clearly not you, but the clothing description, everything matched. So obviously these guys didn't have that to go with. They just had a description and he matched it. He's pretty good. But once we finally got the picture from the video surveillance and stuff, it was like, nah, that's not it. That's why I told him, like, get him out of here. I appreciate you just putting understanding that, man.
Just like that, Joseph was sent on his way back to his wife and daughter with no further action taken against anyone at the scene. Later that day, the suspect was found and arrested. Both cases in this video so far have involved fairly innocuous crimes, but that's all about to change in this next case, where a man is falsely accused of robbing a bank and shooting a man in the head.
You're not gonna tell me how to talk, all right? You shut your fucking motherfucking mouth!
In the early hours of the 23rd of April, 2022, Grand Junction Police received a frightening phone call.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
704 Horizon Drive. I heard gunshots outside on Horizon Drive within a minute ago.
How many did you hear?
Probably 4 or 5.
Later that morning, police received a second call from a nearby hospital, making them aware of a patient who had walked in on their own with a gunshot wound to the head. It was determined that he was injured on Horizon Drive, the same street the gunshots were
He
heard
walked
on at
into the
3 a.m.
hospital
A few hours later,
with a
man
gunshot
named Aaron
wound to the
headed
head.
the gas station to stock up on supplies.
He
for
took
a
himself to the
marksmanship
hospital.
event he was attending that day. Unfortunately for him, the gas station was too located on Horizon.
So the gas station was at the same place. Yo, that's crazy.
Hold Bob Casey accountable.
Anyone with $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans may qualify for help from National Debt Relief. Minimum payments could
That's crazy. So the gas station was on the same block, the same strip, basically.
Out on the 70, so we might want to look to see if that's going to impact our route.
Little did Aaron know, traffic would be the least of his worries that day. After stopping at the gas station, he heads back to his hotel to charge his phone. On the way there, he misses an exit, so he uses his blinker to make a U-turn in front of the police blockade. He parks up for 5 minutes to charge his phone, waits for his friend to show up in his car, then stops at another gas station to wait for his other friends to turn up. It's at this point Aaron is approached by police.
Can I help you?
Yeah. Would you mind rolling down your window real quick?
No. What do you need?
I need you to identify yourself.
No, why?
Because
All right.
you're leaving the area.
Hold on.
Where a shooting occurred. Okay, well, can you please roll down your window more so I can talk to you?
No. What do you need?
All right, well, I need to identify you.
No, you do not.
My name is Officer Posadas with the Grand Junction Police Department. And this is my corporal right here. This is Corporal Church as well.
Okay.
All right, so I need you to identify yourself.
No, that's not how it works. I have rights as an American citizen, right?
What Aaron is saying is completely true, and he is well within his rights to refuse to identify himself. However, that doesn't necessarily mean it's always the best idea. Regardless, in this situation, Aaron clearly wishes to exercise this right, to which the cop isn't best pleased. This is when things start to escalate quickly.
You do not have articulable suspicion that I've done anything.
I actually do.
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Possible attempted homicide.
You suspect me, actual me, of committing possible attempted homicide.
Well, your cooperative behavior right now does not help your cause.
No, I've done absolutely nothing. I pulled into a gas station because my friends are here, because we're going to...
Keep an eye, they're associated.
At this point, Corporal Church heads over to Aaron's friends where he discovers that his name is indeed Aaron, and that it matches up with the registration on the vehicle. Meanwhile, Officer Posadas attempts to shed a little more light on why Aaron is being highlighted as a suspect.
Right, exactly. You're leaving the area of a crime.
Exactly.
With a similar colored vehicle, similar nature to the description.
What description of that vehicle did you get?
I got a darkened colored sedan. 2 people also stated that one of the suspects may be of African American descent.
With this information, you can see how a cop would suspect Aaron. He's a black male in a similar vehicle. But things start to get much stranger as you dive deeper. In the official report, it was determined there were actually 2 suspects, one white and one black. And a more detailed
it wasn't
report of
alone.
the vehicle describes a car more similar to the one that Aaron's friends are driving. It seems as though the
So
cops
they was
are
in the car
ignoring
with 2
every
people.
sign and targeting Aaron for no reason. Something that only becomes more obvious as they allow his friends to leave, but keep Aaron at the scene.
My buddies that just left, they were also in a dark sedan. But you aren't fucking stopping them and questioning them.
Yep, and there was 2 people.
Sorry,
And there was 2 white guys,
You're not going to tell me how to talk, all right?
You shut your fucking
and they was in the dark
motherfucking
sedan.
mouth.
And this is one black guy in the dark sedan, and they targeted him.
He's currently recording on his phone, but he's highly uncooperative with me, screaming and yelling at me. Told him that his vehicle matches the description, gave in, blah, blah, blah. He's very, very upset right now. Why are you not cooperative?
Because I don't have to be cooperative with your investigation.
Well, you have to ID yourself.
No, I do not. Tell me why I have to ID.
Well, Colorado state law says you do.
I want you to explain why I, me as a person, have to ID to you.
Colorado state law says you do.
The cops continue to ask for Aaron's name despite having already been told by his friends and realizing it matches up with the name on the vehicle. But perhaps the funniest part of this entire interaction is what happens when Aaron instead asks for the sergeant's name.
What's your name and your badge number? What's your name and your badge number?
Well, I'm not going to give that to you.
You have to.
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
You are a public servant. I'm asking for your name and badge
You also have
number.
to give me your name.
No, I do not.
Okay. So you wanted me to explain to you why I'm asking for you to identify yourself?
Yes.
Because we had an incident happen here.
Wait, hold on. First,
Okay.
please
Sorry.
give me your name and your badge.
Okay. Well, no, I won't give you that right now.
What do you mean you won't? This is the most ridiculous thing
So,
I've ever
I'm telling you.
encountered.
It's important to note that the Grand Junction Police Department require police officers to identify themselves upon request.
Okay,
But
right,
the sergeant
right.
later claimed he simply forgot. Aaron was never made aware of why they targeted him so directly at the scene. But in the official police report, the cops say that the reason they suspected Aaron was because of the U-turn he made. Remember, he simply missed his exit to the hotel, and there the road ahead of him was closed, leaving him with nowhere else to go. They also alleged that he didn't use a turn signal for the maneuver, something that can easily be disproved by listening to Aaron's dashcam footage.
Right. You can hear it. You can hear the turn
As you'd
signal.
expect, an internal affairs investigation was launched into the officers at the scene, and it was conducted that there was no wrongdoing, and the cops conducted themselves perfectly. Aaron has since launched his own lawsuit against the Grand Junction Police Department, but as of this video's upload, the investigation is still ongoing. Check out Aaron's
That's
channel
crazy.
linked below for updates on the situation.
That's crazy. I hope Main Man gets some bread out of that situation because they was tripping.